on this map? Is it Rops and his deliverings?
100% Rops. His lurks, his anchoring on A side. It's going to be a pleasure to see.
Okay, let's get ourselves started then. We're on Rops TV as he's jumping for info towards second mid, and they're actually going for an interesting new box boost. So this is very in preparation heavy for a bit of a B exec. Let's get this party started. As they walk on in, Chad Burchill joining us live as the smokes do fly out. Mezzy, this is a bit of a fake though, isn't it? You smoke CT, you hope to bait, oh no, or not. A full commit of the util. And spots one going towards Ruin's side. Roy whittled away out by Rain, and this already feels rather meek for fnatic. Oh, it's clean. They're gonna get, okay, one from Crims.
It's doable.
Yep, with 2 low, you've got 6 HP on 2 members of
gap
FaZe.
in this.
No problem.
Okay, never mind. There was a gap for a moment's time. Twistzz is going to be solid. He's going to carry the Glock through to the next round of play. Doesn't really care about his starter.
He's a hipster,
yeah, he'll use whatever. Well, yeah, that flash from Carrigan, I think, I'm kind of sitting here going, why is Rain not dead? So it must be this great flash from Carrigan that comes in here as to why you get... Yeah, okay, there you go. You see the white screen start to appear for everybody, so perfectly timed. Perfect pistol, couldn't go better. Considering how their pistols went on Ancient. They didn't win a pistol on Ancient, everybody. In case you missed it, it's okay. We won't judge you.
Good point. Oh, broky. Oh, feeling himself. That is a lovely one for...
Half kills, do you think they're JL?
Well, you just get 0.5.
Well, not all kills are worth the same, are they? That's full eco frags right there.
You are right, JL. broky did 220 nade damage.
He's going to be salty he didn't get to farm up more on his little SMG there.
True.
For me, it's not the eco frag that matters, but it's you not dying against the eco.
True. Okay.
That's the more important.
So the fact you get the kills and survive, that's okay. If you get the kills and you die, maybe not so good.
So new eco stat, SEO is going to get on the case, is a number of eco deaths. Deaths against an eco.
Okay.
99% for simple.
Mezzy's on his way. Oh, big fight. Not ready for both of them. No trade available. Carrigan gets 2 down. Rob was flashed in, but still dead. And this is already a chaotic round as it continues to go crazy. Roy has got the A site open, but the bomb still Twistzz. broky pushing for info banana now. They'll have all the time in the world to push into A. You'd think it's over. You certainly would, especially considering Carrigan's HP.
If broky was hightailing it down banana, right, and he could have cut off Afro, then maybe a conversation, but it will be a save. This is one of the least exciting things about Inferno, is just the sheer amount of saves. Now, I'm going to show you something on my cellular telephone device here, JL. Do you think that, have you seen this smoke? So this is, I don't know, the people at home can't see it, but this is a CT spawn smoke just on new Inferno. I think it's like the Rops one, but it's been
a different line.
Yeah, you can throw it from a set position. It's not a set spawn.
I think it's going to be annoying to play with that.
That's going to completely change the meta.
Yes.
Does it mean CTs will have middle, or unless you fight
they could
second
have
mid?
Everything with this smoke.
Yeah.
Middle,
full
banana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're meant to do about that, because we'd add more roofs essentially to stop these things, right? If you don't have skyboxes, there will always be some form of way that it could bounce into position.
But yeah, and your immediate thinking is we can't have a smoke like that. What if the counter, like I'm putting my Valve hat on, not that I own one, but you know, I borrowed it. The way they'd be thinking is, okay, but what can you do to counter that? Is there a HE you can throw at the right timing to clear it? Is there a blah and a blah?
You'd have to wait.
And a push?
There is a lot more waiting that would have to happen, and maybe like a set HE for early info, but I don't imagine you couldn't fight up banana and mid.
No.
I think what you could do is counter smoke mid for CTs. So
okay, and try and play ahead of it.
They smoke you off and you smoke them off. And then you just flash in, you go through, and there's nothing they can do.
So we're essentially doing banana control, but now in middle.
Yes.
Great. Just what Inferno needs.
More control.
So you fight for both mid and both banana.
We're going to have Inferno rounds that just end in like 2v2 mid rounds in the first 10 seconds.
The last thing I want to see manifest from this is like one guy sits T stairs and 4 guys go second mid and just watch like second mid boiler and all swings. Like if that, and then someone has to worry about like the chicken pit drop.
Retaking middle as a T.
Yeah,
your middle.
Yeah. Don't like the sound of that too much.
Oh, nice, the one from Rops. He's got
this is their crisscross HEs.
Boff.
Apple sauce.
Apple sauce onto Afro. Mezzy low. Oh, Crims, he's got a freebie there. No, he doesn't. Tell a lie. Still finds it onto Twistzz as he does try and back away. 2-man advantage for fnatic to tie things up. It is only broky here, but he has the AWP, so Smoke Bal can reposition the plan.
I feel a little hell coming. A lot of saving on B.
Yeah, my favourite.
Again, it's going to come down to broky here. If he swings top mid, gets the Dexter fight, wins a second close up. This is where the no-scope needs to come in. broky can't. Roy with the trade and save simulator once more. Unless Mezzy, hearing these footsteps, can cotton off the rotation.
Ooh, got baited in.
Yeah, he definitely did. Now, Afro can't overstep the mark here either. They've already slipped the net in towards CT spawn. Rain, I think you heard the scope. Goes on down, round secure.
One of those feelings you hate as a pro player is when you can hear the guy running and they're like, ooh, I got a timing. And then you get killed by someone else.
Yeah.
God damn it. I knew it was going to be holding me.
Don't you think that there's a lot of teams now that are using, like, consciously doing those baits, though? Like, as in making sound for your teammates,
Ancient Red's a great example for that, right? You're rotating back through CT spawn,
rotating.
yeah, and you go into A, and there's just a guy waiting and holding that angle. It's like, man.
Why you do this to me?
And then it gets you into your own head. You start, like, second-guessing advantages you do have.
And there's just one guy running around and not a care in the world.
Does he hold on to this?
Yes.
Yeah?
He's killed. Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay. Look at Robs.
Cast a curse.
I'm sorry, Robs.
That's all right. It's fine. It's a magical power, one that you didn't know you had until you sat down here today.
This is an angle I never see people die from. Even in me, I take the angle, I always kill the person. Unless I get flashed.
Specifically the way he was holding it, like right in the middle.
Because you see the shadow coming in, you just have to click mouse 1 and kill the guy.
Jay, I have a question for you, and it's a bit broader. It's not necessarily this matchup or map specific, but is there anybody that you like clutching against, right? That you're like, yeah, it feels good. It's some player that you know you've got maybe a bit of mental warfare with that you like clutching against, or you like beating in a head-to-head duel, like you know how he likes to play an angle, and you know you go for a while. Is there a player that you get satisfaction from beating in those type of moments?
I do idolize Robs a little bit, so when I beat him in a fair 1v1 fight, I'm like, yes.
Okay, all right. So it's good. It's a good measuring stick to see where you're at. Okay, all right. That's your respect for him, right? That's really cool.
I mean, whenever you're in a game against someone, you have to feel like you're better than them. That's the mindset you have to go in with. But outside the game, you know that Robs is a great player.
He's really kind of got it down to a science, it seems.
A perfect player. He does everything by the book. Doesn't leave a corner unchecked. And
chaos is about to ensue. Karrigan has a flash.
Ooh.
So pistols are about to come.
Boom.
Oh, it's a good flash. It does lead to a fully blind set of players, but...
They say one's better than none around here.
Yeah, well, it will have to be the case because Robs and Karrigan can get nothing more done. I guess it's about exits now. Dexter's trying to leave safely.
I think Robs is getting one more. I do have a feeling.
Yeah, that P250, hoping for the sound cue. Trying to catch them just as they're leaving, just as they're rounding the corner from the bomb blast. There we go.
Dexter.
Yeah. Oh, crosshair not quite on the head. Dexter brought low, but there is a triple from the in-game leader. And, well, a triple set of rounds as well.
Important, again, as Jael mentioned earlier in the piece about not dying to ecos. So this is the same situation, but now on the fnatic side of the server. And
look at the money.
Exactly. Exactly. What a great position to find themselves in here. They could even lose this and still be able to buy next, and we're in the early stages of the half. So Fnatic are in a very strong position.
They are. And I think we'll get to see a little bit of more of a hunting, less saving right now. Because whenever one of the teams got a few more dollars, they too tend to go for that.
Do you guys talk about the best places to save?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. We never bothered with that back in the day. We just ran to the spawn the furthest away from the other side.
The best place to save is where they least expect you.
Right. James has got it down to a science. I know it's
That's why I never save.
Hey.
Afro did get low. They heard that one. Fired off his shot, but Mezzy's hoping to catch little Summon. Zach raising his lungs there. On the second stream. Boost is strong. How aware is Rain? He's peeking coffins eventually, just playing anti for now. 50 seconds. No answers top mid. Now they're going for those answers. broky, good extinguish, has something to play around. Twistzz, he comes out to punish Roy.
Twistzz, the guardian angel.
Yeah, right, he can bail out his teammate. This is a big frag to post. Dexter's opened up the B site. Only Rain there. Twistzz is scampering over to...
Crims can't move. broky knows that he just jumped out boiler. Crims is committed A.
Oh, well, the round falls apart like that. Just like that, Twistzz and Rain. Problem solved.
I wanted to bring that up because Crim's is going to look like he's doing nothing now, but he couldn't engage. broky made steps top mid as he dropped out of boiler.
He knows he
couldn't take the fight mid. He couldn't do anything really. He would have essentially just been throwing his life away. So, and I think one of my bigger issues with that for Fnatic is they took mid control quite late. It was only like 47 seconds left, and it wasn't a round where FaZe had all the utility. They were light on in some departments, which means they didn't apply enough pressure earlier in their default to get out all the utility to make a late round like this possible.
Can I ask a dumb Counter-Strike question?
Sure.
I'm currently tasked with apps control on the T sides, right? Now, when my banana players, let's say my JL, my equivalent, is getting smoked off and held back, and they don't have top banana in, say, the first 30 seconds, am I still supposed to just be containing, or do I start probing, albeit with help?
I mean, some players approach it different. A player like Exile, he likes to be alone in there. He has the AUG, the AK, takes the fights, but dying in apps is not the case you want to go for.
You don't want to be that guy.
No. It's really annoying if your apps player just dies.
Yeah, you're like, well, I can't do what I was going to do. Plan changes. Afro posted, and he's, wow, lost a lot of health there. Rain on the nade. That's a lot of damage. 35 HP for the Norwegian. Carrigan whipping out an off-angle AUG.
This is what I like to see from Carrigan.
Yeah, not when you get flashed off, though, and you unload all your magazine. Half of his mag, anyway. Gets the reload in. Rotation through. Twistzz bouncing through CT.
But with no nades on Twistzz.
Oh, missed smoke, though. Bit a big gap.
Yikes! And it leads to a frag. Twistzz is going to punish that.
2 more on B. And the T's know it.
Messy one. Carrigan forward into the smoke.
Oh!
And dead to the orb of all the weapons. Rain, though,
overlooked.
no one knows. And now Rain reveals himself. Dexter doesn't clear him. Bad comms. Big round from FaZe.
And Crims is AFK again.
Oh, no. I can't make an excuse for him this round, guys. Sorry.
What's he supposed to do with this? Nothing. Is that the answer? Nothing. FaZe happy with that one. Another round and 2 consecutive with only 1 casualty in both rounds. 4 alive in 2 rounds back to back. How's the money looking now, Fnatic?
Yeah, JL, if you're FaZe in that scenario, 2 unforced errors. One, the missed CT smoke that then led to this overinvestment of her peak from Mezzy, because obviously you're entering, he wants to try and take the space, hope that he can beat that rotation. And the second is not clearing their corners. So those are 2 unforced errors, quote unquote. How do you look at that?
Taking the time out and saying we have to refocus, guys, play your fundamentals, and just full 100% focus.
Because they could have won that round with how low Rain was on
100%.
HP. So that is a big round to lose.
But you see Ross? A bit curious.
He died to an eco. There you go.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Hey!
He's got his idioms down.
I once lost it at a teammate who did exactly what Robs just did there. I lost it. Absolutely. Aww.
Can they salvage the AK though, or
They have.
They've got it back.
Oh, maybe I'll have to have it.
Juggled it out.
And to the one player with Kevlar, sure, it's not head armor, but it's still better than nothing.
The best player in the server right now, at least for Fnatic. That's a dangerous game they're playing with.
Yeah, it's very unlike Rob's to go down. We were just talking about, you know, his
perfect
fundamentals and how perfectly he plays the game. Oh!
And the orb for
They've
Afro!
lost the orb, but Afro gets it as well. This is falling apart for FaZe now.
It's still possible though, they're committing B, and there's 2 guys on B.
Yeah, you're right, especially considering Carrigan's got that smoke to delay them. He'd love to hold it onto it, but they're going to force him out of him. Nice kills. Good one back. Roy's AK can't find Carrigan, but hold on a second. Hold your horses. Dexter's going to get the bomb down, and they know Twistzz is A-side. Just like that, Fnatic take one with pistols. Just after they missed the CT smoke and lost it.
That one and the one on Ancient, though. You add those 2 together, considering the level of investment they had in those rounds. At least the one on Ancient, they had the saved Afro AWP.
Look at this.
But this is where Rops feels like a bit of a tit, to be completely honest with you. Right? You give that one over. You're trying to be assertive. You're trying to just dominate them when they're down to pistols, and that happens.
Well, you were just telling me, Chad, you know, how some people play scared against these kind of rounds. You know, and sometimes you do just go and bring the fight. Robs felt like, okay, well, I've got the best gun in the game. I'm up against pistols, no armor. I've got this. And broky's taken a leaf out of the shotgun book.
Oh, I don't want to see more.
Look what your teammates have started.
The plague is spreading.
We influenced him.
Yeah. He's talking about kill rewards.
Come on now. When you hear Sasha talking about the shotgun, are you nodding along like, yes, yeah? Or are you going, mate, you're so good. Why do you not have an AWP or a rifle right now?
If he does the same work with Tanoa, that's 1,200. We're saving money.
All right, well, it's all financial decisions over there at Na'Vi.
Yeah, 600K, right?
Spending the Monacy money well.
Okay, Robs.
Yeah, right. Afro close quarters. If it's the AWP that clears, they haven't though. They're all going alongside. Does manage to nail a shot. Finds Roy within the pack. Finally get rid of him.
Broke it to Nova. You can kill Afro. He's not checking it.
Yeah, hang on.
The one time mid to B is actually a good call.
Yeah, the one time. Wrapping in. If you can find Carrigan's head, he's now playing the long game. Lives on for a moment. Found now a nice headshot out of Crim. This is not the weapon for this kind of fight. Nova down, round goes Fnatic's way. Rain's got a deagle to try and disrupt.
That could have been a stinker. And Eco won back by FaZe.
That would be wild.
It was a 5v3 at one point.
If we had back-to-back Eco victories, that would be crazy. You don't see... look, Ecos are few and far between these days, especially with the level that we're talking about. Like half by Sure or an AK with everybody else on P250s, yeah, you can have that, but these type of lighter investments not happening every day of the week. Good start from Rain, decent follow-up from Robs, but even better work from Fnatic not to get rumbled. 2 players down, a timeout to be called. This will be the first from FaZe Clan. Neo, the newly appointed coach over there at FaZe, an opportunity to chime in. Now these are the type of rounds that are much more difficult to get yourself in on the CT side because any moves that you go for with utility are essentially an all-in, right? You're going to burn through most of your nades within the opening stage of this, and if you do not find a pick or get territory off the back of it, it comes down to your players having to win individual duels, essentially where you won't be favored against a team taking map control. So this is where the FaZe factor comes in. The individuals can change the story of this round because otherwise, if I looked at this and I was breaking it down without the nameplates, Fnatic should have all the advantages in this one.
They should.
Let's see if they use that advantage, if they get the most out of it.
See broky on the op, holding the angle. Probably will not get any action.
I think a lot of people don't play aggressive enough in mid in certain scenarios. I'm not talking pro teams, but just maybe people at home. You need to make sure that the T's are kept honest.
Safe from the flash and hits the shot. Broky's got a lot to deal with though, and he's missed his second opportunity.
No.
That's a brave repeat.
Save.
Yep, and it's a save. 1 minute 25, you're gonna save.
I love that. That is a classic Fnatic call. That's not a new wave Fnatic call. That's a Pronax Fnatic call. Walk up behind the mid smoke, pop flash through, and win your trades. Crims knows that very well.
It looked like FaZe had it in the bag as well. They were free middle, and they only got 2 for the price of 3.
Yeah. That repeat as well. Every AWPer, everyone that's ever owned or picked up an AWP knows that temptation after the first.
6 rounds already.
Yeah.
It's a pretty decent half for Fnatic so far, and they will be going up against 2 saved rifles, likely lighter investment from everybody else around them. The fact that AWP has been brought in to the next round of play is scary again. broky gets the second, right? We're talking about individuals. If he hits that shot,
it's a 3 versus 2.
And the round's on.
Yep.
Instead, the gap grows. Fnatic, they're a map up in this series. If you did miss it, Ancient was the first map picked by Fnatic. This is FaZe's response as the winner of this will be locking themselves in for the playoffs. Then it just becomes a question of whether they get to the quarterfinals or if they start a little further back.
What are you doing with the saved AWP and M4?
If I had the AWP,
call it, or
if I had the op, or
if it was your team, what's happening right now? Is Sasha saying what he wants to do?
Yeah, 100%. But if I could navigate him, I'd say simple, take the op and do your thing.
Okay, so give him full freedom.
Yes, 100%.
And then you just support. Okay.
Jump for him, swing, flash.
This is where somebody who's a seasoned veteran like Crims dealing with the AWP, I don't expect him to overstep the mark. So against these type of rounds, this is where I expect Crims to do things by the book. His teammates are the pack right now. So you can see Afro to support with the util and then to take the lines with the AWP. You got Dexter and Mezzy working on the banana control. Roy up towards bench now. So the net of the default, you can see how it's starting to spread.
I think that's what you're supposed to do against a couple safe guns.
Oh, wow. Afro and his smoke shots. He's very good at placing them. Yeah.
Against a silencer 4 as well.
Yeah, no traces. He just plucks them. And, oh, Dexter can't believe his luck. He's caught Carrigan on the walk-up. So, I mean...
He's dead.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this AWP. It's dead. Yep,
what
okay.
AWP?
What AWP, exactly. Past tense, courtesy of Crims.
I have to let the room know that he will not... Wait, actually. Will he be able to... Well, 2,900 loss bonus next round.
No chance. I mean, no armor, maybe.
Yeah, so he'd have to glass cannon.
Yeah, no, he would not get it. A teammate would have to drop for him, and the
that's
Rifler is not
happen.
playing.
Yeah,
with
that's
the
not-
armor.
Unless
that's not
Rops
gonna happen.
teleports to library.
So no AWP for the next gun round.
Nope.
So fnatic, if they're aware of that and how the finances have been strung out, it's putting them in a great position to take a few more liberties in certain areas.
Well, that's what I was about to try and quiz you on.
So with the
AWP,
the AWP's either going to start like short or long
Yeah.
or B, right? Those are the three places essentially I imagine it's going to be starting here.
So what kind of liberties does that free up? You know, like you can probably take that walk up mid a little bit more liberally.
Long's also somewhere which you once you have long control, if you don't have to worry about the AWP, the fights for the T's and AKs, they're pretty good fights in general. Good damage.
The thing with long is you can live there and just hold the rotation of CTs. You can just stay there, have a guy dodging a flash, holding, and it'd just be a pain in the ass for the CTs without
right.
the upper.
You're just kind of trapped on islands at that point. This is the Afro smoke spam. What is going on? Smoko vision.
Okay, man. No worries.
He did that in the previous round onto Carrigan as well. Remember Coffins? He was just hiding in the smoke and
yeah.
Afro banged him out. He's got that sixth sense.
Like Apex. Apex is really good at smoke spamming.
They're playing for banana control. He's starting 3B. This is all in.
Whoa, it is a charge. It's Rain unloading with the M4A4. He finds one, puts Dexter on the floor. Mezzi gone two. They have full banana. And the knee-jerk reaction here is Roy. He spots out two in mid, but they can't hit the shots. Just like that, it's FaZe taking everybody down. Afro last to fall. Broky gets himself $1,500 dues with a knife onto Afro to close.
And now he has an AWP.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I don't have one. I'll rip it out of my opponent's cold, dead hands with a knife.
You love to see it. An upper knife's an upper. That's a statement.
It's fun when banana control also pays off the call. But they had no option, right? They knew it was 3B in that moment because of the supportive flashes, the push down. They try and run in towards A. They're already set up both quad side. Well done from FaZe.
You like the way that fell. Rain straight back to half or forward position.
He has a one-way as well. Yes, yes, yes. You can see the legs.
Gross.
Are you gonna boost over?
Over it. Oh, we get to see that beautiful chess game transpire live. fnatic catch Rain out on his forward positioning. broky was brought low as well in the meantime. Limping now. Little injured of FaZe Clan. The maneuver back. Twistzz will cheat over.
You almost want a third. You need to take a gamble.
And that's what they're doing. broky. With the supportive flash coming in.
Angle from Carrigan. Yeah, he's poking out. Been tagged on up. And Afro profits just like that. Nice one back. Takes out the AWPer.
Twistzz could have a good really position here.
Yeah.
If fnatic are not careful, it's gonna be
They won't expect
disaster.
Twistzz.
broky's trying to bait as best he can. He's trying to act like he's panicking about losing the site control. This is where they choose his moment so beautifully. Double spray out of Twistzz. They're screaming, but the bomb went down. Hasn't reloaded. Roy needed that one. Caught on the jump up. Twistzz nails it.
And Robs is on a lurk. You just have
he's
to play
dead.
it slow.
Oh, you're right. Robs has got him dead to rights. Just like that. FaZe. What a hold. What a
play by
reaction
Twistzz.
and recovery.
Mwah! That's what a proactive CD side can do to the terrorist.
Oh man, fnatic got booked there. And when you see pro teams falling for that, that's the sign you've absolutely sold it. You have sold it. We'll see it from Twistzz perspective, but yeah, broky. He only had 10 HP by finding that frag, by throwing the reposition into Ruins, making it clear that he was towards that side behind the smokes. It left Twistzz overlooked. Gets a double spray, and those are the rounds where you just you can't get it out of your head.
We win the one-way fight against Rain.
True, true.
So that's how they get the opener in banana, and then you are able to brute force your way. And Carrigan gets dismantled by the Afro, like little peeking with the AWP, right? That rumbles him. But that is probably why Carrigan's staying forward. If he gets 2 kills, great. They probably send them back the other way. If he dies, it lures them into what is either an empty bomb site or just maybe one player here. So a great little play from everybody on FaZe. It will force another timeout into the mix, and we will get back underway with round number 14. Both teams with, well, I guess we can call them buys. Modern Counter-Strike continues to amaze me.
broky throw in mid-smoke? I think he might have.
We call it the G2 smoke.
Yeah, the G2 smoke. Out. Early presence shown. They want to show lots of nades there. Crisscross.
Applesauce.
No nade damage.
They've already used a bunch of their standard moves this game, Robs and Twistzz. Like the two of them in combination. Oh, flash forward, Carrigan for info. In-game leader on in-game leader action. Dexter gets the better of him. In towards B, they trundle.
Yeah, they are using that Tech 9 for space. Mezzi's already gotten across. Smoke and spam from Rain to try and hold on to it.
They're committed. They have no other map control. Crims is traditionally second mid. He's in banana with them.
You're right, this is really all in. The chips to the center of Fnatic's table for round 14. Re-smoke. Slows them down nice and deep, an underhand from Robs playing anti-flash. It will be Rain that calls for assistance if it's required. Doesn't need to go any further on his jiggles out, but he does, and he loses his life. Robs with the response, he could get them both. Spamming the smoke, hitting every bullet through. A double from Robs to regain control of this round. It looks like we're going to tie things up as Robs.
Yes, cheer for the Romps.
Biggest fan actually in the server right now, or in the studio, I should say. That's from the second game.
I wonder if Dex is not.
Yeah. Cobalt Skull gloves, but the default knife.
I think well,
maybe he follows the Roy.
You know his kids back in Australia.
Strategy.
He's having to sell his kids to sell his skins to help keep him afloat.
Yeah,
so
the Fnatic salary, right? It's just not looking after him enough.
It's rough out there for Dexter. It is the recession. It is taking a hit.
Do you reckon he gets the bomb down? broky would have to miss. Thank you.
Oh, you never thought to pick this angle. You just jump through.
Yeah. Don't dare. Don't give broky the opportunity.
All right, Fnatic, this is the perfect time for a pocket strat. Tech 9's back 10, U2, and give it a go. All right, JL's called the mid pop.
Mid, boiler pop. Mid/boiler. They're not going to use apps. Might be one in apps.
So you have to get through that setup we've been discussing. You said their tricks may be running dry. Let's see how they handle this one. Robs and Twistzz dispatched with broky to hold on to the A site. And it does look like we're going to be seeing 3 trundle up second middle. Good damage to start. Afro chipped away at. Does get spotted out by broky.
I was lying. Maybe you're right. It did. Looks like an apps pop.
Into the AWP.
Yeah, which has support.
Oh, dear.
You're not getting through that one, are you?
Oh, my lord.
You have got a rifle.
That double stack.
Oh, missed AWP shot, and Robs does get double. They know that he could try and chase down that AWPer, but there is support in Twistzz as well. Leaping into the pit side. Oh, spotted him out, Roy. Pit into the, or rather bomb into the pit. Good smoke. Gets him out of trouble. I say that as Twistzz tucks into the side. The whole FaZe squad is here. Oh, and Afro, he's nailed the deagle shot.
Oh!
No way! Gets a second as well. Baits the shot onto broky as Afro comes alive for Fnatic. They make it work. They leave with the lead. FaZe Clan trying to force 3, or it's Fnatic to the playoffs.
He's got a chance in this one. Simple! Makes it look too clean. remains supreme.
And so the question remains, is this really done on Inferno, our second map of the series? We've got JL in the middle, Chatty B on the end there, and we just had that conversation. I want to pick your brains, lads. Do we see that third map? Is Nuke required? JL, you were implying FaZe Clan's T side is a hard one to get past.
Yes, they do have the mechanical prowess of a great team, and Inferno is one of those maps where on T side, you can work with the map, you can manipulate the rotations, and I feel like fnatic could be team that could fall to that.
Yeah, okay. So you think fnatic can be pulled around on their CT side. You can see the bookmakers actually favouring fnatic by a Nat's wing.
Okay, only just. Nice little double sandbag setup available here over towards the B side. Dexter with the flashes at the ready to enable this, and you can see the bait and switch enabled from Mezzy for Roy. So Roy will have to clean up here if Mezzy drops the ball.
Oh, he's going for the silencer off.
So retro.
Intimidation. Strategy. Mezzy versus Twistzz in a head-to-head duel, just a one-on-one. I say that as the flash rain did, and Rain interrupts the party, 2 down, and FaZe will ready get that ball rolling.
Dexter's screwed. This round is already over.
Yeah, he's got a kit at the back of the site, maybe, just maybe.
They know he's here as well.
Gets cleared, oh, they know, they got you dead to rights. broky's the one to collect it. And fnatic, fun, cancelled with a perfect FaZe Clan pistol.
Rain was so ready for the flash.
So both teams have won both pistols on their own map choices.
So Nuke, it's a map.
It's not that I disagree with JL by any means. It probably is destined for a third, but I did like what we saw out of fnatic on their CT side of Ancient. Right?
Yes.
We were talking about their proactive nature. True. I think it's a lot more difficult to do as much CT side of map control on Inferno compared to something like Ancient. Ancient, you can have mid control, you can have B lane control, you can play in A main aggressively against that single A main lurk. Whereas here, obviously, you're not going to be as aggressive down mid or into second mid, but you can have full banana control and you can keep mid pressure. So the biggest hurdle, right? Yeah, I don't know. Roy swinging, I guess they just thought it was one player working space. Because if they thought it was more, he should have waited.
I guess it was, yeah, like you saw maybe 6 or 7 shots just between the two of them, Mezzy and Twistzz. And it kind of, that amount of time passing, no one else showing. Whole sense of security. Oh, there is a lot being thrown Mezzy's way. Molotov, oh, he still finds it. So Twistzz is dead, that's awkward for FaZe. Oh, that's awkward for Afro. Well. Yeah, jump scare. Rain, the speedy crab, walks into Afro's aim. So Twistz's death is immediately elsewhere, balanced out.
Are they delaying or are they trying to channel them elsewhere with that top banana smoke?
They don't want to lose that weapon either. They're throwing it away maybe.
Well, Mezzy's the player remaining on the site who doesn't have a smoke, which is why I'm a little bit worried here. Because, sure, Dexter and Crims do, but they kind of want to let them in. So they need to isolate one choke point and fight the other together. The wrap in towards A becomes extremely devilish now.
Dexter, as you can see, he's got so much indecision. He's worried about one side, and just like that, Robs gets the fight. Crims in the pit, surely going to be cleared on out here by Rain from that elevated angle, jumping into the fight.
Crims was not happy about that.
Nope, not at all. Especially
imagine he kills Rain, his AK falls into the pit, and then he just goes massive.
Yeah, well, that jumping, you know, you do give the first bullet to your opponent. Didn't quite find the headshot. Crims goes down, and the round falls into place.
Mezzy's been able to find the Mac 10, so if they get to hold on to both of these upgrades here, they will be able to drop a 5-7 across into the next, so they'll have 3 weapons to work with. Something that fnatic might be able to find some damage with, and we've already seen them win an eco so far in this map. So let's see if they can stretch their legs on the CT side, because FaZe now have taken the lead, 9-8 in their favor.
I heard you say, JL, to Chad, you said, and FaZe don't have too many like set strats on Inferno T side. What do you mean by that? I mean, I'm sure they have got strategies in the book.
Yeah, of course they have a lot of information behind what they're doing. But I think they kind of work banana, they work middle, they try to see what strings can they pull, and they try to play off that.
Right, so it's more got like kind of staged, it's like sequential calling.
Yes.
You get this control, then you can do X and Y.
Kind of, but they kind of create their own situations. They work for their situations. Like, if they get some space in banana, they're going to play for it, extend maybe a little further, and same goes for mid.
Okay, I understand.
So this is one of the things that I really struggled with as an in-game leader in World Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike. In Oz Counter-Strike, you could do a lot of spawn-based calling, a lot more pacey stuff, like what we were talking about before with Apex on a map like Ancient, right? They could set the tempo, and you could use that tempo to then outmaneuver your opponents with pace. Okay, they've just done a fast B play, and then we throw the same smokes, but then maybe we, you know, Mirage was an example that we did. Where we would go, hold on a second, this is getting mildly dicey. Just one man to find. But then learning how to default in mid-round, what it meant is kind of breaking the game down into smaller stages. So with like the map control, these are essentially a bunch of different moves. Let's say one team has, and the number is probably much more than what I'm saying, like 3 or 4 different variations of banana control. There's probably so many more, but let's say you have, you need to know, and they're all different moves. You know, we have one that's a Na'Vi version, one that's an SK version, and all of that needs to go into the library. And then from that, if you get the space, right, and then the reaction happens, oh, your teammates call 3 HEs B. Well, now Carrigan's like, all right, well, let's do our mid control. Or you'd prefer if Carrigan didn't have to say that.
Yes.
And your teammates could already make that decision themselves.
Teams should have protocols implemented to whatever like the banana player says. So if I say to my team, oh, they're free B, we instantly take mid control or stuff like that.
You can't hesitate with stuff like that. You need to make sure. That's the thing, Alex, with our games, when the info comes through, by the time anybody's been able to make the right decision, it's too late. The window of time we had of the opportunity is already gone.
Because the other team understands that you also understood what they're doing. You kind of expose their idea.
It has to be within that gap, within that window of them and you getting that same information.
Well, this is about to see if we have a second half on our hands here. fnatic into the rifles, Afro with an AWP, a kit available and still holding on to some utility now while under pressure towards Banana. No Banana control for fnatic, so essentially in the dark towards this side of the map other than sound cues and speculation. But they've been able to maintain top mid with the Dexter Afro combo towards Arch. Smoke's faded, cold clear. At least they have something to work with here. Was he really going to pick? Come on now,
This is going to be scary.
Now. I can't look.
Not from long. You done? Sure. From long, it's really difficult. From short, I could agree.
Do you think that played in partially because they had no banana info?
Yeah, it's really scary to play when you have no banana control. You have no idea what they're doing.
Now they're in a real tight spot.
A real pickle.
Yeah, you could say. You certainly could.
They're gambling. They're on the way. Roy from Library with Util could be very helpful if he's here soon.
Yeah, he's still Library, though.
It's going to be too late.
Looks like they're already dumping that util. Good find, though. Oh, he dinked Rain. Dexter, a double in defense. They don't even know about Crims yet. Twistzz gone to Mezzy alongside, trying to rat the smoke. Broky's got one trapped, fires off the shot. Dexter calling for help, going for the P250. Broky still doesn't know about Crims. Still clears him, though. Hits the shot, and they'll win the round. What a recovery.
What a round.
It's Broky and Robs, baby, all 5.
The 2A players that were initially, they were the last guys alive.
I'd be interested. I think Rops killed Roy pushing out to Scooter over the cusp of the smoke. So this is an issue. You're going to be more diligent on the clear because I'm sure someone's screaming, A player's still alive, A player's still... Where's Crims?
Right.
Where is it? It doesn't make any sense that Crims isn't here. So of course you're hard clearing, worried about a few other angles. Well, there goes the map. So Nuke, just 5 rounds away. Come on now, that's it.
That was your first gun round after you lost both pistols.
And they had a very good opportunity thanks to Dexter's double to win that.
They really did, didn't they? The dink onto Rain. And Dexter's turn to die first. Yeah, ambitious is a word for it. Afro, that USP's not getting him anywhere. And FaZe Clan's T side, as prophesized by J Legend.
They are not taking their pedal off the gas.
A double dig may have been interesting, but instead it falls into place for FaZe, and just 4 is all they need to take us to Nuke.
Now, Alex asked you before what one of your favorite positions would be to play, and you said Anubis. What would be your least favorite map and position?
Probably like Nuke.
So we have to guess his position, or you know his position, topside player.
I love and hate topside. Sometimes it's really fun because people don't clear you, but if you get flashed 5 times and they hard clear you, you die, your teammate dies, and the rotators are just staring at you. Could you survive for a few seconds?
Sure.
It puts a lot of pressure on you. It's fun and bad at the same time.
Yeah. It's very stressful when you lose a lot of map space and your job is to push lobby, and you know walking into a lot of those fights you have to, like, if you're going hard, think about all the angles you're clearing. It's
especially when you watch how the pro lobby holders hold it. Like I think about Bit as well. Like he's always on like T roof with some crazy angle where he gets the info, gets it safely.
Pushing into an angle where Bit is holding, I'm so glad I'm playing with him and not against him.
Yeah, for real. fnatic's opportunity. At least Afro's
Good pressure.
gone. They're already running at him. What was that? Full blind, another Dexter double, though.
Dead.
No.
Dexter's got a
Dexter's-
triple.
He's on fire.
He's cooking in the lab right now. Crim's under pressure.
Turns to flash.
Drops us out. Big space.
Yeah, really could still go wrong here.
Bomb can get into the site and plant here. It is this duo.
Nice. Crims finds him sticking out. That smoke on the hay cart does actually a disservice to Twistzz. Puts Rops into a 1 versus 4. They're already spamming the smokes, but he's still going to take a good shake of the shot. Takes the first head. But there's fnatic, not going down without a fight at least.
Great round from Dexter again.
It was
So he's
lovely.
had 2 back-to-back. Well, actually, it wasn't the eco. It was the round before that. The
Yeah.
gun round that he had the double and this triple right here. So Dexter, I can see a lot in these early. I love it when you see it from perspectives like that. You can see how just intense it is in the moment. But for Dexter in the early stages of this team, I think it's going to be less likely to see him with more fragging impact because a lot of the time in the early stages of the team is trying to pull all the pieces into the right places. So
But he's a top fragger.
yeah, well, right now he's doing all right. So maybe Inferno is something where he feels a little bit comfy.
You know, it's tough when the Ing leader is top fragging because you know the team is not really doing that well in that certain situation.
Right, in a dream world, it would never be required of the in-game leader if everything else was going to plan.
Again, I hate not having any banana control or information. Sure, they have all this top mid, but what is that going to help you with if they execute 5v2 in towards B and you lose the side immediately?
Full smokes, Molotovs, flashes. There's nothing you can really do. We should now have support.
Well, yeah.
But now Afro's
Afro's
coming
got
in.
a full belt of utility. Does he get over there in time? This is a good timing for this. Full
It is.
retake util.
But look at FaZe and how much util they have as well. They are not throwing anything. This is insane. We're at the minute mark and they still have 4 Molotovs.
If I was a CT, that would really tell me that they're preparing for a B hit. Because usually when the T's save util, they're going for a full B execute.
Uh-oh.
They want to fight.
Oh my god.
Fnatic are going to
7
fight.
players here.
Oh, and already Afro dead, peeking into broky. We only get the 1 out of Mezzy, but it's FaZe with the multi-kill. Fnatic trying to bring the fight ahead of the exec. What do we think of that?
It's the opposite of what was working for them on Ancient. Like, I thought they were doing a good job of reading a lot of these moments, but this, they've walked out in towards the stack.
They
Now,
had a lot of util going for them.
Yeah, if you thought they were setting up an execute,
Just wait.
exactly.
I do like the idea to do this when you have no more util left, you have no more chances, you just have to go for it. And I think Afro was the one initiating this, but he just died with 4 sets, the full set of util.
4
Yes.
nades, and we saw there was another smoke on the floor.
Yes.
They had 2 smoke CT.
They could just leave one guy there and just play 4A.
He's really struggling. He's 1 and 4 in opening exchanges,
Right.
and if that's your CT side AWPA, and I think most of those have gone down on this CT side. So he is having he's given away all 4 of his opening deaths on the CT side.
And a lot of them to broky, interestingly enough. That was another one where broky's just already beaten him 2 with a punch, holding the right angle. We saw that one in mid when he was peeking from the long side.
And at that point, if you're Afro now, you're not going for, surely not going for any more of those peaks.
I don't believe in this, to be honest, because Afro, I don't think he cares. I think he's just going to play his own game.
I think he keeps peeking into his demise.
No, I think he might change something, maybe ask for a flash or ask for a person to swing,
Okay.
but he still wants to go for that because that's his playstyle, that's what he's used to, and his team is also used to it. So when he goes kind of AFK and doesn't do that, the team is like, that's not supposed to be like that.
Sure, it ruins the flow for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now everything is very funky, so you're not getting any production out of any of the star names on Fnatic at this juncture. And with only 3 rounds required to take us to map number 3 of Nuke, it does definitely feel like FaZe and the T side of Inferno are too much. It's going to be a partial investment here, so not the all-in shove. Another shotgun for the day.
Yeah, the bingo card. Mag 7, check that one off.
I was using the megaphone to try and get Simple to use it in the second map that you guys were about to play, so he had a bit more of a variation, but it didn't come out.
No, well, I don't think this Mag 7's going to fill the feed either, to be honest with you. That's Carrigan. Charges up Banana and
That
finds
is
one.
brave.
Yeah, especially because you don't know what they've got.
Yes.
Just
He does know they're not full buy, most likely. But
Could
still,
be a 5-7, Mag 7.
that was brave. I like that.
It worked well. I mean, that's Carrigan, baby. And now check this one out. A bit of a standoff in the apps. You got
Roy just
Roy and
turned
Dexter.
around.
Yeah, right. Roy's worried about 2 different
Mag 7 in
angles.
border.
Oh, Carrigan eats it. Nice spread to the head 4-on-4. Crims gets a nice one. Twistzz down as well. Dexter connecting. This is a recovery from fnatic. Can they close clean? Rops 1 HP. Free firing. No bullets. 1 bullet is all it takes.
broky's going to get the plan on B. It's a
winnable round.
He could definitely win this. He's got a molly left over. He's got the AWP. This is great. broky gets the bomb down. Nobody is even close.
Where does he go, though?
They do have a double smoke, though. Never mind.
Hits.
One more. A smoke on the bomb against an AWP is really good. But
That's
they're all going towards banana.
No!
broky could be a destroyer of dreams right here.
He's just considering CT. Do they make a noise? They're walking.
Did they spot him?
They're walking. He doesn't know. Oh, now. He gets the sound cue, but he has no trade potential. Can't get away. Can he get away?
Yes, he can.
He falls back off. Now he mollies the bomb. A flash not bad to delay. Panic stations. Smoke. Is it good? Oh, tags him on the bomb. Can't finish. Crims will get it. fnatic convert with a light buy.
Oh, what a round by broky. Oh,
Oh,
and do you want an eco again?
The leg shot in the smoke. You just said smoke's good against AWPers. Not if he's still...
And
The guy who killed him, he's the round saver. He killed him through smoke.
Roy almost really dropped the ball here with the Mag 7 situation. So it was...
Is it Dexter? Covering him just...
Dexter's have an impact in this second half.
He is.
And JL's bang on. He pointed out again another like quote-unquote eco, right? Another one of these investments that are definitely not tailored to deal with what FaZe are bringing to the table. So fnatic, you can't get any more of those bogey rounds. It needs to be through gun rounds now.
broky, peeking Afro. It could happen again.
Come on, Afro, please don't
Do
do
it
again.
for the
man.
boys.
For the boys.
For the boys, for the mood of the camp. Imagine how sour you... Come on, Afro.
JL wants to play FaZe, okay?
Fair enough.
He's chosen his opponent. We'll see how far they get. 3 is all that required for FaZe to tie this series up and take us the distance. Info mid. Well, who's holding? So Afro has short side. Molotov coming in now to flush back. Dexter fills that long gap.
The double Molotov mid take. You don't see those quite often.
Yeah, and they got full bracket control. Smoke up.
A B split smoke denies the information. They're gonna fight for it.
And they boost. This could be good info. Only the one from Afro.
At least he got one this time.
But the rotation's cut. But they're still 2 on B.
And
They're not
Mezzi has
moving.
a smoke in his hand.
So Rain has completely stopped the backup. No cavalry will arrive.
It's a 4 on 2 if Rain joins. This is a perfect scenario for the team.
Oh,
What a gimmick by Mezzi.
Whoa, one way on the boost. Safe from flashes.
Oh, and Rain is... Never mind.
Now they smoked him off. If Rain can come through CT, this is clever. Smart play from FaZe. 4-on-4. And still finding one is Mezzi. Delaying them. This 2 versus 4. Oh, nice one back. But still Mezzi a problem. Delaying that plant just by existing. Planting in the smoke now. Mezzi's doing it all for fnatic. broky in the clutch. He's holding on. He gets the first. Can he get the bomb down in time? Fakes it out. 7, 6. Nails the shot. Needs to plant. Fakes it out.
He can get it.
Crims trying to call the bluff. Oh, he's smarter than him. Bakes it out. Wins the round by existing. As fnatic get an 11th and FaZe, they're starting to feel the scrutiny of Inferno.
What do you feel about the Crims repick there? The extra cash he had was fine. I don't mind it. You remove the AWP, it's great. I think people would be a little bit critical of him in that circumstance.
I think it's good.
If he removed the AWP after time, that would have been huge.
Yes, it's going to give them at least 2 more rounds to work with.
Well played by Mezzi. Yeah, and he knew what he had to do, and he achieved it so well.
But they've had to work so hard to get to this point. It's a 2-round game. They have FaZe right where they want them. They just have to deal with this retained AWP of broky right now. The G2 smoke, I think that was free-balled as Afro. Now we'll take down broky in their head-to-head. So you bang on, JL. He hasn't stopped his aggressive maneuvers, and this time starting to profit. 2 rounds back-to-back opening AWP kills from the Frenchman.
What can they do now? It's going to be a banana retake.
Oh, melted!
It's gonna hurt. You know, it might be time to get Neo on the mic. I can see FaZe Clan maybe giving that coach an extra 30 seconds.
You know what's funny as well? With the loss bonus where it's at for broky, who's already dead, with the loss bonus he didn't receive into this round, now going into the next, he only gets 2,400. So even though everybody else kind of hedged in the middle, I think it's going to be 2 Tech-9 rounds maybe back-to-back if Karrigan wants to make sure everybody can play with rifles. That's the question for next round.
I think if Twistzz saves, they can have 3 rifles and an AWP going into the next one.
Okay.
It could be good, but they can still do damage in this round.
Yeah, that's if
They're
Twistzz.
double stacked up sandbags. If he gets the shot, he gets the shot! Oh my lord. And he knows there's one.
Oh! No worries for Mezzi.
Robs it an AWP, 1v3.
Known to be an AWPer occasionally.
Let's see what you got, Rob.
Can he do what broky did not do?
That's the question. That is the
And
question.
he's going for it. He's going to take some space in ruins. There is a chance.
There most definitely is, JL. Kits are available, sandbags. Crim's very slow on this banana crawl. Rops has opted for ruins.
There's no need to hurry.
One
Do they have a
find.
smoke? They do not. It's a possible round.
Yeah, especially with that 10-second defuse. Especially with that tag. Oh, it's not a kill. It's not a kill. Finishes it off on the second. They know where he is. They're posted up on him. Afro just has to hit this, and he does.
And he does. What a nice try by Rops. All these rounds are so close. He kills Afro.
This is going to be very, very... Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
These rounds are resolved in a couple of seconds.
Well, what are we looking at here? So the last few, there's just been a handful of players staying alive in the last 3. Obviously, we had that broky round where he obliterated everybody, held on to the AWP, came into this one. So it is like Fnatic are just holding on, but they're still in this game. They can still get this done in 2. So, yeah, Afro has come alive late, but they're coming alive. Mezzi's had a round, Afro's had a round, Rops, he looked frustrated, but the smile immediately after. So, hard to read.
Sometimes that's Counter-Strike. You kind of just, you know you're outplayed, but it's entertaining. And that is quite a ballsy push. He's given him an M4.
Now broky has a gun. Look, he doesn't need to have an AK.
Okay. Well, this time it wasn't the Afro aggression, it was Dexter.
Really
He'll be
fancied
punished.
it, didn't he? Gave it a good shake of the stick. A push up mid, now a disadvantage. Fnatic going to start walking wonky.
I can understand why the A players have had to go for more of this, because have Fnatic ever had banana?
No, not a single
So
time.
at
Only
this
against
point,
pistols.
it puts all the pressure on your A players to play for info. So I understand why Dex is going for that move. His B players, if that's the game plan, they don't want to get in the tussle with FaZe. But now they're about to go up against a 5-on-2 on this B site.
They have 2 Molotovs to work with. And it's going to be a full B execute.
Yeah.
No need to hurry.
Mezzi choosing wisely not to drop that incendiary. They do the smoke first. A HE. Double flash onto broky for the God Flash. They re-smoke on top. This will buy them enough time for the last 20 seconds. FaZe fully committed to this. Look at the restraint from Mezzi. He waits for the sound cues.
A well-timed Molotov.
Drops it well. They have to wait it out. Mezzi will reposition in this window. Now the first fight clean. Twistzz opens up the B site. Seems like FaZe's 14th is imminent as Mezzi looks to back away.
A smart decision by Mezzi.
Bring those 3 rifles through.
But Rops has been benched the entire time. So when they rotate back, yeah, here he comes. Crims has to deal with this. Okay, that's very important. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure. I think the hunt will be called off for most of them. Rain is starting to have a bit of a look towards CT spawn. But FaZe, they don't have a whole lot of money behind them. They do get up to 14. That is secure. It is just back to a 2-round game. Considering the scenario of the loss bonus being bottom of the barrel, Fnatic, I feel like you have to... Well, of course you have to force buy. You have to force buy behind these 2 saved M4s and the AWP. The game slightly slipping away from them now. It has been competitive, though. I am glad to see them pushing FaZe and making them work, because it did seem in that first half that that wasn't going to necessarily be the case. It was 8-7, so what am I talking about? But get a lot done. It is the ecos that have kept Fnatic in this game, right? In reflection. Those low buy, those eco type of rounds that they've been able to win, whereas I think FaZe have been better in general in the gun rounds, the full buy rounds.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they've got right now. Should be 50.
Roy with the max 7.
Yeah, we'll see what he gets done with it. He's playing it, I was going to say towards B, but I think they're actually just going to drop util.
Crazy.
Roy
What
goes
is
back
Afro?
for more!
It was a valiant try.
A very, valiant attempt from Afro, but it has cost him the most expensive gun on the buy.
They've gone down playing their own style at least.
Yeah.
I still don't understand none of this, no banana control at all.
They got it once, and they didn't get it, but Afro killed someone a banana to start. That's about it.
Just makes it so much harder for yourself to play this map.
It looks like you're playing with your own ghosts or demons. Oh, what if they pop B now? What if they're all B or all A? You don't have any information. I don't think as a CT you should never have that, because you don't really feel confident in that situation.
And the opposite, you could say, for FaZe. They feel very confident
Of
just
course,
walking
we
up
have
and
so
up.
many
Think
real
about how
estate.
much util you meant to use to get banana control. Molly car, like a HE and maybe a flash, right? Initial stage 1. And then if they molly and smoke, then they do the broom molly, right? You're extinguishing on that towards log. So that you've used now a smoke, a molly, probably 3 flashes, a couple of HEs. You probably re-molly car. FaZe have all the utility all the time to be able to execute and do whatever they want.
Rops is not going to let them have the AK.
Yeah, he's just bodyguarding, corpse guarding, as it were. Afro's
never
AWP
mind.
to be retrieved over there.
There's 4 smokes in middle. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. What do you think of that little feature we have?
I think it's really good. It's really fun to see when some teams drop util for a player. I like to do it myself as well. I think it's really important. It's a really nice update that that you can drop utility now. You can gamble more, leave one guy with some utility, and playing against that, you have the task of figure out if he's alone or if they're two.
I love it as well, right? Because the more options that are made available by stuff like that just means that there are more possible moves and more possible decisions that people have to make in all these different scenarios. So it just keeps expanding the thought process of Counter-Strike.
You, at all times, you must have your brain active.
No, not for me then.
Yeah, I was about to say, but Alex and I, we try to do the opposite most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time it is just a little hamster in a wheel.
How do we turn the lights off? That's what we're asking ourselves.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah.
So 3 out of 4 timeouts used for the fnatic side of the server, and understandably so, going into what is round 28, most likely the final round of play here on map number 2. We do have an AWP, we have a couple of M4s, we've even got some MP9s in the mix. It's still extremely serviceable for fnatic to try and make a half out of this, but we have the B stream on your screen. You can see Imperial taking on 9Z, map number 2, the first falling in favor of the Brazilian side. Imperial has been a bit quieter in the second map, not as much yelling from Zach and co. But here we go, back underway. Still no banana control going to be fought for here because they're starting 3A.
Afro once again up to his usual antics, got punished in the previous for that push down mid. FaZe, 3 opportunities to close. Take us into nuke.
We might see a little A action from FaZe right now.
There's
Look
a
at the
lot of
purpose. So much purpose to Robs.
No one's holding.
This is
No
over.
one's holding.
Pack it up, Alex.
He has a
Alright.
feeling.
Afro still hits Carrigan though.
He's going to hit the lurk now.
Now, did they check Robs? He's holding for that rotate back. Afro actually cheating over to B. They have been so stubborn in that B hit. Dexter
Robs love the
maintains. You'd think Robs can win the round. He's already considering going back for this. Dexter with the smoke. That's
Hi.
the go. And just like that, Robs catches him. The pressure felt. Nice catch from Crims. The bomb is on broky. They have to get past him. Crims does so much work. The dink as well. It's up to the 2 of them now. Robson, Twistzz, what have you got for us?
They don't even have to go A.
He's got the AWP as well. Makes that low HP less of a factor if he can still post up. Oh, he's lost Robs. Awkward now. Twistzz should be a dead man. Even that MP9,
Yep.
perfect to finish the job. Never mind, Afro nails it with the nade. 2 more required from fnatic to force OT.
Oh, okay, Joe. Let me get your opinion on this financial situation.
Easy buy, easy buy.
Easy buy?
Yes,
Okay.
4 rifles, 1 deagle. Look, broky is going to have a deagle because
Yeah.
it's supporting. Twistzz is going to drop an AK towards Rain.
Okay.
And watch this. broky will have 2 flashes because it's supporting banana.
I
as
love
well.
this. And that was a nice quick synopsis of the
Easy
economy.
buy.
The purchases are coming through. Oh, hold up.
It's a half buy.
It's a half buy. All right, hedging.
The caster's curse.
Yeah, they want to finish this in regulation, clearly. Still threatening, though. I mean, this would be a heartbreaking one for fnatic to let go. 3 investments of Kevlar.
2 bloody MP9s again. If they do win this round, I think keeping as many players alive to have full guns in the final going to be extremely important here.
If they leave 2 players alive on the CT side, it's a win for them. 100%.
All right, so damage name of the game for round number 29.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of damage in the apartment.
Silent boost. So Crims, I mean, he's
He's ready
well-drilled
for it
player.
anyway.
He's definitely going to be focused for this. And yeah, pre-fired onto Robs, got the info, gets the kill. Crims doing a lot from that boiler position in these last 2 rounds. Bombs charging back up B. Banana control assumed, as they know who they're up against.
Oh my god. They're
Nades
speeding up
rain
towards B.
Panic stations, Molly out. Stops their push. Nice work from Mezzy and Roy. Look at the damage dealt. Oh, he needs to reload. He has his teammates help. It's Mezzy with the multi.
Whoa.
And last round of
Good
regulation ahead.
Great damage.
Is it enough, though, to not have 5 rifles in the last round?
Yeah, well, Dexter didn't get an upgrade from the MP9 either.
Ooh.
So
But
there
the thing is,
should
when
be
you're
enough
free
with the
alive,
3. Yeah,
when
they
you're
should be able to
yeah.
drop it across. Dexter buy. Okay,
Yes.
thank God. I was like, surely he's going to buy himself an M4 here. Do not go into the final rounds.
Maybe someone favors like an MP9 to our M4. Like Simple favors a Nova to an AWP.
You just compared Dexter to Simple in the fragging department.
As we all do.
As we all do.
We all have these moments sometimes.
This is 4 through second mid. This is completely... Oh, Carrigan's actually gone through chicken pit to mid. Never mind. I thought it was maybe going to get their move on towards A.
You call it chicken coop?
Chicken pit. Some of the other names, you know, I stay away from them. Not as safer on air. Chicken pit's safe.
Chicken pit it is.
Yeah.
They have the
there's
same
a
setup
chicken
in
It's in the pit.
Yeah. Even better.
Is
They're
Rain
trying the
gonna get
same
cut off?
setup. Do you think Rain's going to do any better than Rops?
No, no chance.
2 of them.
They have a really good app.
Oh, Rain hits it.
Afro?
Afro,
Please.
Afro,
Afro's chilling.
you're fine, I guess. Double swung. Rops will trade. This is already shaping up to be Nuke. Unless Dexter can put in a valiant defense of this site. Tuck it in the back line.
Yeah.
He's not ready at all. He's a dead man. Gets 1.
Oh.
Could have been more. They kind of lined up for him on short, but now the bomb will go down and FaZe 2 clicks of the mouse away from taking us to a 3rd.
They can molly bike?
They can, but these after plant positions, they're going nowhere near the site.
Oh, it's the trifecta of doom.
The triangle. The Bermuda triangle.
Oh, because everyone's going to be lost.
Yes.
At least fnatic letting this one go. Nice angle, profitable. FaZe taking it to Nuke as we still have no answer as for who will be taking the top spot. Finding out who will be playing Na'Vi and who will be securing the playoffs at the end of this series. Nuke up next, folks. Don't go too far. We're going to be breaking it all down when we return from our break at the couch.